Time then to look at our most valuable players in IPL 2017, and we thought we'd split them across batting and bowling and then have the one highest impact player for the year. Now we've got what we call the impact factor, and while that works really well with the batting, with the bowling I've got a slightly subjective look to it because it's a little difficult to put bowlers into slots. So we'll do batting and bowling separately then. Here's the batting list. Down at number 5 is Robin Uthappa. And while he's got magnificent numbers, just remember he tailed off alarmingly in his last 4 matches. He did virtually nothing and still has a strike rate of 160. I thought the start of the tournament he was just simply sensational in spite of moving from opening to number 3. So Robin Uthappa comes into that list, as does Gautam Gambhir. And how many of you thought at the start of the season that Gautam Gambhir, who's had a slightly iffy first-class season, moving on in years, would finish the way he has in this year's IPL? And I thought whenever KKR needed him, he was there. He's got the lowest strike rate among the 5 people in the MVPs, but I've gone for the slightly higher batting average as well, and the fact that he was there whenever he was needed by KKR. Then number 3, the perennial MVP list man in the history of the IPL. There's hardly been one that will not feature Suresh Raina. Doesn't matter which team he's playing for, whether it's Chennai Super Kings or Gujarat Lions, one thing you're guaranteed with Suresh Raina is 400 runs at a 135-140 strike rate, and that is absolutely gold in the IPL. So Suresh Raina comes in at number 3. Now we've got 2 players, and I'm going to give you 2 numbers. You tell me who owns which number, because that's very interesting. One player has an average of 58 and a strike rate of 141. The other has an average of 60 and a strike rate of 146. If I told you the 2 were David Warner and Hashim Amla, I have no doubt at all you'd give the higher numbers to David Warner and the slightly lower ones to Hashim Amla. And I thought so too, and like you, I was wrong too, because Hashim Amla is one of the limited over sensations of world cricket, and we never talk about him. So MVP number 2 is David Warner, who's batted absolutely brilliantly for Sunrisers. He's led them really well, and he's carried the side along. And then there's Kings 11. Nobody talks about Kings 11. I mean, they're there. I don't want to be rude to supporters of Kings 11, but they're there. And then Hashim Amla comes in and he scores those runs, and he scores all those runs. It's like having a magnificent building in the suburbs of a city. But Hashim Amla is the MVP. An average of 60 and a strike rate of 146. Wow, Hashim Amla. I'm overjoyed, and you are the batting MVP for this year's IPL. It's a little different when you're looking at the MVPs for the bowlers because it's a little situational, the bowling. And so let's run through what our impact factor is saying. And it's got 2 leg spinners in there, and no one's going to ever dispute their presence there. Imran Tahir and Rashid Khan. One has 18 from 12, the other has 17 from 14. One turned around the fortunes of a side, the other just came and became the go-to bowler for his team. Then there's Nathan Coulter-Nile of the Kolkata Knight Riders. 14 from 7, 3 Man of the Match awards. He was just magnificent on the new look Eden Gardens. Then there was Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Jaydev Unadkat, and how beautifully Jaydev Unadkat just kept coming up the ranks almost to finish number 1 to Bhuvneshwar Kumar's number 2. So that is what our impact factor is saying. I'm going to make one little change to that, and I'm going to put in Jasprit Bumrah because he was just the best death bowler, the best go-to bowler, and because he bowled at difficult times, his numbers aren't quite up there. And he played, of course, at the Wankhede, quite a few games at there, which is not easy for a bowler. So my 5 bowling MVPs, I'm going to leave out Rashid Khan. I'm going to have Imran Tahir, Nathan Coulter-Nile, Jaydev Unadkat, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and Jasprit Bumrah. So who was the MVP of the league? Someone who came here bearing the cross almost of 4 sixes in 4 balls in a final of the World T20 with 19 to defend. But look at the numbers that Ben Stokes has generated. 12 wickets from 12 games, economy of 7, strike rate of 22, and 316 runs at a strike rate of 143. Whether with bat or ball, whenever the time came, Steve Smith is looking at him. Ben Stokes is my MVP of IPL 2017.